Okay, apparently it is streaming, which is good. So without further ado, let's move on to the bridge-based platform. So welcome to this live stream of the weekly free instant tournament in BBO. And as you can see, you can find this tournament under the solitaire tab, the third item on the list, the weekly free instant tournament. Let's put the cards more easier to watch. Once again, I don't know why my bridge base sometimes presents kings and queens as K's and Q's, sometimes as R's and D's. But this is the ace, of course, as you know, this is the king, this is the queen, and the jack is represented by a V, not by the G, the J, not by the J in the usual deck of cards. But anyway, here we go. We have 15 high card points, 5 spades, so plenty enough to open the bidding. Our first move is quite marked. Now, after West doubles North offering a single raise, if we were dreamers, we could see some hands with which game would be a reasonable proposition, but it's far easier to see hands in which even 2 spades will be tough to make, because a single and ace of clubs is usually a bad holding for offense. Partners club values, you see that queen of clubs is wasted. And even, look, he has 10 high card points, count them, 10. And 4 card support. So this was a spectacular underbid from the robot. And now we have a very good game, of course. Game is laid down unless spades are 4-0. And even if they are 4-0, why? Let me explain why. This is so we can draw 3 rounds of trumps at most. They are not 4-0. And we'll have a trump left in them to ruff our 4th diamond. So we will make 5 trumps. Ace, king, queen of diamonds, 8. Ace of clubs, 9. And the diamond ruff in them is trick number 10. Now, I would like this lead should be from Jack 10, right? Let's see. Trumps are 4-0 indeed. Well, now our best hope for 10 tricks, which is a very good hope, of course, is that this lead of the Jack of diamonds came from a hand with a Jack and 10. Why would he lead from Jack without the 10? There's no reason. So we can just draw trumps, all of them. And since he's discarding diamonds, this is good news for us. If he discards another diamond, we won't even have to risk anything. And now we play a diamond to the 9. And as he started with the Jack 10 4th. Now we win 3 more tricks in our hands. With all of our honors, we lose the final 3 hearts. And we made 2 over tricks. Spectacular underbid by our friend North. And even the ace king of diamonds were connecting with our queen. And so anyway, of course, if he had bid his hand correctly, which means showing 4 card support and invitational strength, we would go to game. Anyway, new hand, same opening. The same old opening of 1 spade. Now we have 18 high card points, 5, 4, 2, 2. Very promising hand, but we start with 1 spade again. And now partner You will see that he's much weaker in this case than in the other case, but we have to go to game anyway. Our hand is good enough to take the push. Still, he's getting into this habit of never supporting me with 4 by describing e4 card support. Anyway, we have 5 spade tricks, 3 hearts after the lead is 8, club and a diamond. It's 10. So the contract appears to be quite safe. Now, this lead indicates some interesting things. First, we may be able to, probably we will again, this is similar to the first hand. If trumps are not for 0, we will ruff our 4th heart in dummy. Okay, we'll win the ace, the king, and the jack, and the 4th one will be ruffed in dummy. So we'll make 5 spade tricks, 3 heart tricks, 8, 1 ruff in the short side, 9, ace of clubs, 10, and the diamond after driving out the ace is 11. But we can even make 12. It's unlikely because the lead is from shortness. But if West has the ace of diamonds as expected from the bidding, remember he bid, and they don't have a lot of high cards, right? We have 18, dummy has 9, it's 27. And East should have a club honor. That's an interesting inference to take note, because if West had king, queen, jack of clubs, he would probably have led a club instead of the queen of hearts. And so the ace of diamonds is almost certainly West. And if it is something like ace, jack, 10, we can always establish the final diamond trick to dispose of our club. And even if it is something like an ace doubleton with an honor, so ace, jack, doubleton, or ace, 10, doubleton, and we pick the right line, we can again establish another diamond trick to dispose of our club. So first order of business would be to draw trumps, because we don't really want to get a ruff anywhere. We can draw the last one. We have enough entries to them. Now let's see if he hops with the ace. If not, we still have a very residual chance of hearts being 3-3, but after the lead, this is almost impossible. See, hearts were 5-1. Let's rough this just to see if something amazing happens. Nothing happened, so now we'll lose a club anyway. Very strange lead. That's our robot. Okay, deal number 3. Clear opening bid, but not as strong as the other 2 deals. We start with 1 heart. Partners a 1-0 trump, gives us the chance to show our side suit. He's inviting us with 3-card support. My policy is to always accept with 5-5s, reasonable 5-5s. This is this one. And so it's good. That's a good lead for us. Unless clubs are 4-1, he's developing our suit. It doesn't look like clubs are 4-1. See? Now we can basically draw trumps and lose a club. Let's see if they are 5-0. They are not, and so we claim by losing a club. Very simple hand to play. Okay, wow, partner open a heart. This is almost certainly a slam push. We have 17 high card points. And we don't have to go directly to slam. Let's see if we can learn a little bit more about what partner has. So he has a heart 1 suitor. And we are almost, with a human partner, perhaps I would explore for 7 more slowly, but in this hand here, I think I'll just, he has ace king of hearts, 5 hearts shows 2 key cards. And since I have 3 aces, the key cards include the king of trumps. So he has his king of hearts. So we can count. He should have 6 hearts. 6 heart tricks, ace, king, ace, ace. And really, we are very close to 7 now. We basically need a club control. As I said, with the human partner, I would look for this more slowly, but let's see if he can bid the 6 club. No, he doesn't have the king of clubs or the king of diamonds. The absence of the king of clubs is bad news, but the absence of the king of diamonds is rather good news for 7. That said, for us to get to 13 tricks, we would have to have 6 hearts, 4 spades, 2 roughs. So if, let's say, he has something like 2 spades, 6 hearts, 2 clubs, and 3 diamonds, which is probably one of his most likely distributions, right? Length in our shortness, 3 diamonds opposite 1. So we make 6 heart tricks and 2 roughs, that's 8. Ace, king, and ace, 11. And we haven't placed any honor in his hand, apart from his king of hearts. The absence of the minor suit kings is intriguing. I talked myself into bidding 7. He should have something in spades, since he doesn't have those. Okay, very good 7, because he has length opposite or sharpness. It's almost a claimer, almost. We have 1 pitch for the club in the king of spades. And we would like to develop a 2nd pitch for a diamond trick. I don't think there's spades. Spades are 5, 6, 1. I'll take the pitch immediately. And this is a good sign, the sign that we won't get over roughed in spades. We can play this hand basically as a cross rough. This was the only rough that had to survive. Now we are home free, especially after the 9 of hearts appears. Now we can cross rough high. A little bit surprised to fight partner with 4 diamonds, because I would bid 6, 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 diamonds with 6-4 most often, but the robot apparently doesn't. Okay, and number 5, we have a 1 spade overcall here. Some people would double because of the 5-4 in the majors. It's not really my style. I try to aim at the 5-3 fit as quickly as possible. And now, if I judge that 1-0 trump, them being not vulnerable, is not a comfortable contract for us, and I don't think it is, now I'll risk 2 hearts. That's a big risk, by the way. But 1-0 trump is too comfortable for them. Let's see. We've missed our best fit, which is clubs. This is not going to be a comfortable contract at all. The spade shift is not unwelcome. My big plan is not to rough hearts in dummy. That said, if I can make, let's see, I'll be able to run my clubs. I'm running out of trumps here. Probably, very probably, He's shortening trumps right now, so he has 4, yes. But he pitched the diamond. That's good news for us. So eventually they will ruff one of my clubs and play hearts. I think we'll escape for down 1. He's pitching. Okay, down 1. Not a big score, but they would have made 1-0 trump rather easily, perhaps even 2-0 trumps, which would be 120. Let's look at the board to see if 100 was yes. Let's see what happened at the other tables. I'm curious. Oh, 7 hearts was 100%. People are going down more. I don't know why. Then I won't delve into every other table here. Now, board number 6, we are not Vol versus Vol. Second position. Ace, Ace, and King is usually an opening bid for me, especially if the Ace and King are bunched together. Not the case here. We have the spades. That's another tiebreaker for action. And I think I should open because of the vulnerability, which is the vulnerability here means if we can get to 1-0 trump before them, this may be good. That's the main reason for opening this. And also the fact that we have the spades, the 4 spades, means that maybe the suit was a battle of part scores and the hand was a battle of part scores and we would succeed by having the spades. Now, this is the 4th best diamond. Apparently diamonds are 4-3. We would like to develop hearts. So let's in here because we want to play hearts from them. There's no reason not to play the jack unless he plays the queen. That is a very good reason. Now we can duck the diamond. And I think we will still try to develop hearts. Sometimes he plays the heart queen from something like queen 10. Not this case. So he established a heart. And he has a lot of high cards, right? He showed up with the jack of diamonds, the ace of hearts. He may have the ace of spades still. That may be the case. I have to jump with the king here because Robert is not unable to try the jack of spades from the ace. Okay, down to 100. You see how the vulnerability helps here. I don't know if the score is good, but they didn't have any fits. Not anything exceptional. Okay, board 7, 15 high card points, 3 suitor. We have a good plan, opening our minor and jump support any major that comes. No major came, so this hand is not going anywhere without a major suit fit. And 15, even if partner has 9 or 10, we don't have enough tricks for 3-0 trumps. So he has 8, and we are in a very good spot. We have that diamond stopper. We may be able to lose only 3 diamonds in a spade. It's not impossible. Diamonds were 5-1. And he will cash the 5th diamond now. And now dummy's high. 120. And the final board. Diamond on heart, we have 15, 4, 3, 3, 3. I am a simple soul in this kind of situation, so just bid 3 no trumps, which is almost certainly the final contract anyway. The hearts are risky. Apparently, he has ace, queen, jack, and 9. So R8 did not get promoted to anything after this lead. I would prefer if the lead had been from the 9 doubles and something like that. But let's see how the robot will proceed. He'll probably, well, there's nothing to be done here apart from cashing our tricks. We'll have 9, right? 5 diamonds, 3 spades, and a heart. But it's very likely that we won't be able to get a club trick because the overcaller almost certainly has ace, queen, jack, 9 of hearts, and the ace of clubs. Perhaps I should have ducked the first heart, but I don't think it would make any difference. See, the ace is there, and his hearts are high. The ace, queen, jack, and the low one. So it was a good stop. Nothing spectacular again. This tournament was not very interesting, if you ask me. Not too many interesting positions. But here we go with our second place. I hope you liked it. Let's stop our live stream, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.